Returnal is a game that requires skill, concentration, and most importantly, patience. In this roguelike game, you play an astronaut named Selene who's crash landed on the hostile planet of Atropos. Throughout 6 different levels, you'll unravel the story through audio files and first-person passages set in a mysterious house. The plot is well designed and will draw your explorations through each room where you'll discover new elements in the story. That said, this is no easy game, as in every roguelike, death lurks around every single corner. Each time you die, you'll be brought back to the first world and a new cycle begins. The levels are procedurally generated, which means this game has a real element of surprise and your explorations are genuine each and every time. It's when you die that new story elements appear. You have a variety of weapons at your disposal. Loot is allocated at random, which means that there's an element of luck to each of your runs. When you defeat the bosses of the different worlds, you'll unlock new weapons and new skills. For example, the second world boss gives you access to a grappling hook that allows you to move quickly and get to new locations. You'll also have access to consumables that will give you small advantages, to parasites that offer bonuses and penalties throughout your run, and bonuses that will remain active as long as you don't sustain damage. All of this makes for gameplay that's fast-paced, challenging, and explosive. The slightest error can cost you your life and all your equipment, since each death loses you your consumables, weapons, and your other bonuses. That might seem harsh, but Returnal has truly thought of everything. If you die in World 3, you'll be back in your ship in World 1. But you won't be forced to redo all of Worlds 1 and 2 in order to reach World 3, because there will be shortcuts available on the map. That said, we recommend not trying to go too fast because without bonuses, you'll have little chance at survival in the more difficult worlds. Your success depends on random loot, but also on your ability to learn the patterns of your enemies. Each world has its own unique plants and wildlife, and the further you get, the more difficult your enemies become. There really aren't a lot of downsides to this game. Returnal runs well on the PS5, although we did notice its frames dropping occasionally during certain cutscenes. A Day 1 patch should clear up the few issues we noticed in our test version. Apart from that, we noticed a couple of hiccups with the hitbox and visibility. Some attacks missed us while others hit even when we seemed a safe distance from an enemy. As for visibility, the terrain can quickly become chaotic when there are a lot of enemies. The most annoying was the insert explaining fallen weapons, which pops up every time the camera goes over it. Returnal is a challenging and addictive game, and its excellent artistic direction and extremely well-designed gameplay make it highly immersive. The haptic triggers and 3D audio of the PlayStation 5 add a layer of depth to what's truly a superb experience. If you're not afraid of a good challenge, Returnal is sure to keep you busy for quite some time.
The journey is almost over. The origin of White Shadow is right here.